Sharing the weight was a movement started by a mother with an autistic child who couldn't get him to sleep at night. One suggestion she received was to use a weighted blanket. This turned out to be a great idea. Since then, she has been determined to make and give every person in need of one a weighted blanket. Our job as a math class was to make an optimally sized 10-pound blanket. Stay tuned to watch 2 videos about the upbringing of sharing the weight and the process of how the blankets are made. I hope you enjoy our presentations.
I didn't want to cook meals. I didn't want to do laundry. It was just, everything was piling up and I felt like I couldn't do anything.
Members of a young southern Iowa family found themselves sleepless in Ottumwa until a doctor gave them a diagnosis and a friend loaned them what looked like a simple blanket.
What they got was a good night's sleep and the inspiration to help every other family in the same boat. It's the latest chapter of Eric Hansen's This is Iowa.
Bring a newborn home and you expect sleeplessness.
It wears you, I mean, it really wears you down.
For a while.
You're just walking around on autopilot.
But David, he slept just 15 minutes a night.
On a good night, he might sleep an hour, but it was real restless sleep.
The first 6 months were exhausting.
And it just never, it never stopped.
The next 2 years turned his mom and dad into zombies.
Oh, I couldn't do anything.
You sit down and you don't want to get back up because your body just feels like it weighs a ton.
10 plus.
Before his 3rd birthday, a doctor diagnosed the boy in the bow tie with autism, and someone suggested trying a weighted blanket.
And we tried it, and that was the first night he slept through the night. I was on the phone with everybody. I was like, this is a miracle,
Sleep, credited to a 3-pounder with pockets filled with plastic pellets. That weight's all-night hug calmed David's body and returned sanity.
It's helped us, it's helped our marriage, it's helped our family, it's helped work, it's helped everything.
Which is why, after a long nap,
my goal was kind of just to help Southeast Iowa.
Marcy sat down at a sewing machine for the first time since junior high home ec, determined to share sleep. She'd heard a family was sleepless in Sheraton for 8 years.
And we gave them a weighted blanket. And the daughter not only slept through the night, but took a nap the next day. And so it just made me bawl to know that, something that we had done had helped that family that much.
So Marcy orchestrated a symphony of singers, helping Deanna's 6-year-old.
We were able to get him to go back into his own bed.
Buy these heavy pellet-filled blankets at the store, and they'll cost $100, $300, even $500, which is tempting when you're exhausted.
A millionaire would go broke just to purchase all the things that they say might help.
But Marcy knows firsthand autism can drain a family's bank account.
If you have a child in speech therapy, that's about $40,000 a year.
So the stay-at-home moms devoted her life to making sure every exhausted family gets one for free for their David.
We are trying to help as many people as we can.
7-pounders take 7 hours of sewing. But in 2 years, this mom-led effort called Share the Weight has given 530 blankets to families in 47 states and 5 countries.
Here I'm sending this blanket off to Scotland, and I'm like, this is huge. Like, this is big.
Because they know when kids sleep,
Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
the whole family feels like they can change the world.
This is a miracle blanket. This is a miracle, This is literally a miracle here on Earth.
3,000 families are now on the wait list for blankets from Sharing the Weight, which is why Marcy is looking for help. Next month, she's going to the East Coast to recruit sewers in 9 states. And she's always looking for donations, especially to help with shipping costs. You can learn more at kcci.com. Eric Hansen, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's News.
This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. One Heartland family is sharing the weight throughout the country and beyond, one blanket at a time. Good Morning Heartland is on the go. Samantha Croy is live in Bloomfield with more on their mission and how you can get involved.
Coming to you live, this is Good Morning Heartland on the go.
And I am live here in Bloomfield, and we are talking about the Share the Weight blankets that has been this huge thing for local families here and areas outside even of the United States. I'm here with Ellen Shoemaker, and you are a volunteer. You've been doing this for a little bit now. Tell me about how you got involved.
Actually, Marcy and I have been good friends for a long time, and I went to the very first party she had, and we set out to make 3 blankets, and we made 12 the first day.
And when you say party, you're talking about where everyone comes together, they bring their sewing machines, everything that they need to make a blanket, because it's fun. It is a party. So let's go ahead and showcase. You have a blanket here that you've been working on, and it needs pellets. So let me show you these pellets here. They are not heavy by themselves, but together they are perfect. They go right in the blanket, and it really helps the kids feel secure. So we have a 1/4 cup, and that goes in each little pocket. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, so you just go ahead, you take the blanket, and you put it up under these little hoses here. This is a nice little contraption.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good to go. I'm just going to pour this right in the funnel here. And it's going to sink down all the way to the bottom that hasn't been sewn. Is that right?
That's right.
So then after the pellets are in, what's the next process?
The next process is we take it to the sewing machine, and we actually sew across. We sew a line of stitching across. It's actually a triple stitch to where the beads really have little chance of working their way out, so that there's no chance of them actually coming out and hurting a child in the process.
And now a lot of donations have gone into this, the fabric and everything, which you can also take more. I mean, you can never have enough.
Absolutely. We are always in need of donations of fabric, of thread, of the poly pellets, or the funds just to purchase those items. Actually, the poly pellets are the most expensive part of the blanket, and
well, the blanket itself is very expensive, ranging the lowest at $100.
Yes.
So we're going to make sure that we put this on our website. We're going to link up the information if anyone has anything to donate or wants to get involved in making blankets, because it's a party. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
They can do so. But reporting live in Bloomfield, Samantha Croy, KTVO News.